trails. These tickets are valid infractions. You cannot park this vehicle here according to the bylaws. This isn't a commercial vehicle.
The tow truck's beeping yanked me out of sleep as red and blue lights flashed across my ceiling and cold lake air, smelling like wet asphalt and burned coffee, rushed in. I ran outside in a hoodie and socks and saw my small white lake trailer chained to the truck, bright orange tickets slapped across the side. "You are in violation again," Karen from the HOA said, tapping her clipboard like a badge. My breath came out in little clouds as I counted the slips on the trailer tongue. 1, 2, 3, 15 tickets, each for $160. Karen ticketed my lake trailer 15 times. Too bad I am the state attorney, and this little power trip was about to walk straight into real law. From the street, our neighborhood looks peaceful, but inside it's Karen's kingdom of rules. "Karen," I said that morning, "the rules allow recreational equipment by the lake for up to 72 hours. It's been here one day." "Board voted on a new policy," she said. "Retroactive. Pay or we tow." On May 3, 2024 at 9:00 p.m., in the stuffy clubhouse that smelled like old coffee, I laid out my case with dates, rule numbers, and photos. Karen never looked up. She just read from a sheet. Timeline item 1 April 5 at 4:27 a.m. false trespass call, talking about the time she called the police because she saw me walking from my trailer to the dock at dawn. In under 30 seconds, the board voted to uphold every ticket while my neighbors stared at their phones. Driving home, anger buzzed under my skin, but my head stayed clear. That vote was my line in the sand. I promised myself I would use proper channels only. I was going to do the one thing Karen never expected from the guy in muddy boots: use the law. Patterns of false reports can be prosecuted. Selective enforcement can blow up a whole policy. So the next morning at 7:15 a.m., I filed public records requests for every police call from our street and every code complaint with Karen's name on it. I asked for HOA emails about trailers and lake use. 2 weeks later, the file landed with 63 pages on my desk. I spread everything out until my table disappeared and I lined up photos, emails, and call logs in a binder, with ticket dates in one column, rule quotes in another, and what each action looked like under state law in the last. Even a fifth grader could have seen the pattern. 7 police calls on my address in 2 months, all closed as unfounded. Noise, trespass, suspicious person, even one claimed that I was dumping oil in the lake. At the same time, her buddy across the cove had a rusted camper on blocks for 11 months and not one ticket. So I built a short slide deck, the kind I use for juries: red marks for every time my address got hit, gray marks for everyone else. Karen marched to the front with her usual stack of letters. Before she could start, I raised my hand. For once, she had to say, "Go ahead." I walked up with my binder and a small projector and said, "Tonight I want to show you how our rules have been used on this street." The first slide filled the wall with that same false trespass call and the officer's note in big letters: "Subject is homeowner, no action taken." The room went silent as people leaned forward and lifted their phones. I clicked through each call, each ticket, each photo where my trailer got nailed and someone else's did not. Soft murmurs turned into short laughs as the red marks stacked around my house. Someone whispered that she did all that over one trailer, and Karen's cheeks went bright red. On the last slide, I put my name and title: State Attorney, Consumer Protection Division. You could hear the gasps. I explained, slowly and in plain words, that HOA boards have to follow their written rules and treat everyone the same, and that using police and fines to target one family over and over can count as harassment under state law. Then I told them I had already sent the pattern to the county inspector and to the state agency that oversees HOA misconduct. The next morning, clips from that meeting were all over our neighborhood Facebook group, and the video hit 23,000 views. 3 weeks later, the state agency finished its review and sent a letter: Karen removed as HOA president, barred from serving on any board in our state for 5 years, all 15 tickets on my trailer cancelled, extra fines to 7 neighbors refunded with interest. Now when I park my trailer on my pad by the calm water, nobody says a word. Kids run past to the dock and my quiet next-door neighbor actually waves and says thanks for standing up to her. I just look at my little white trailer by the bright water and think how wild it is that Karen picked the one person on this shoreline who writes the rules she tried to twist. Please follow for more HOA showdowns like this. Do you think she got what she deserves? Comment below.